We've done it. We are here. It's time for Cowboys football. Cowboys, Eagles opening the NFL season. We got your pregame show, and we got it in a starts for you right now. We're going hunting birds this evening, baby. It's Dallas Cowboys. It's Philadelphia Eagles. It is the DLLS Cowboys pregame show. And we want to shout out our friends at Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America today because they're a fine organization. They make the world a better place. They give kids a chance to live a better, more fulfilling life. And we want you to help this week. Every single, it's not a super chat, it's just a donation. Where you would normally see a super chat button, there is now a donate button on YouTube. And we are donating all of that to Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America because we love them and because they're our partner here on the ALLCITY Network. All right, let's get it. Cowboys, Eagles, we will start off by telling you who is not playing because there are a couple of names on there that may be a surprise to some, maybe to all, maybe to none.
Yeah.
Jaden Blue is not active today. Fifth-round running back banged up his ankle a couple of times in camp. And he is inactive today. Mozzie Smith is inactive today. Shamar James, your rookie linebacker, is inactive today. And the guys they pulled up from the practice squad, Buddy Johnson, linebacker, Ryan Flanoy, wide receiver. So now you're all squared away and you know who's playing football.
Shocked Jaden Blue is not active. But understand it. Because a lot of times we look at how things go in a particular game. And I've told this to you guys many different times. What value do you bring on game day? If you're just my third running back and you don't play special teams, I can't give you a jersey. One of the reasons why you see Buddy Johnson being elevated from the practice squad and Shamar James being demoted to inactive.
Special teams.
It's special teams. Ryan Flournoy, special teams. So these are the parts of the game that I know a lot of you don't care about. And I know it's not praise and it's not great content to cover.
I hate special teamers.
Listen,
I never liked you, Jesse.
I get it, but I'm telling you right now, it is an integral part of the game, and it matters to whether or not you get a jersey or you don't.
Your bank account, huh?
Hey,
special team.
Come on now,
let's go.
Come on, that's how I got paid. So, not surprised to see Mozzie Smith inactive.
I think, yeah. I like a new coaching staff. I think at some point you run out of time. Like when you're a first round pick, you're a first round pick. That's good for a minute. But eventually, I mean, if you can't play, you can't play.
I think
Mozzie Smith can't play.
Yeah.
I'd cheer for every person on planet Earth. I hope that tomorrow that changes. And in practice they go, oh crap, all right, it's time. Here we go. But for the moment, Mozzie Smith can't help you in a pro football game.
Not to me. And the thing is that you can't get anything for him right now. Like his teams teams know that you don't want him.
Right.
So in that instance, you're not getting much for him. So either you have to bite the bullet and cut your first round pick, or you have to simply understand that this is going to be a lost cause because we're not getting anything for him.
Shout out to everybody letting us know that Ali's mic is not working at the moment. Sorry, I forgot to introduce us all. Hi, I'm Jeff. That's Jesse, and that's Ali. It's not even a prank on his first pregame show. We don't even know what it is. John's currently crawling on the floor, following a wire all the way from him back to the board. Ali, make a word. Just see what happens. Anything, Bobby? Is he good? Let's see. Ali, say hello. All right. Let me know if that worked for Ali. But was he muted on the board? No. John, did you screw this up? So like when you talk about the defensive tackles, though, let's actually start doing the football game. Like, I do think that what you're going to see is, well, we know what you're going to see because we know the defensive tackles on the roster. You're going to get a lot of Kenny Clark and Osa. Those are two guys that have always been high snap count guys. Probably because, despite what they tried to sell you at a press conference, those guys aren't necessarily your I'm going to dominate you at the point of attack, kick your butt, plug this gap. Osa and Kenny Clark are pretty similar players in that they win with quickness and penetration, and those sorts of guys tend to probably just have better cardio than guys who tend to be way bigger and wrestling all the time. But you don't want to play that many snaps, so Jay Toyle will have to play a role. Solomon Thomas will play a role. And that brings us around to what the biggest challenge is, especially considering as of about 45 minutes ago, is a 100% chance of rain in Philadelphia. Well, if we're in a grinded-out game, you're going to have to scheme a way to stop Saquon Barkley. Because I will say again, I like Kenny Clark, the football player. When they sell it as Kenny Clark is a dominant run defender, that's not who he is. That's not his game. He plays very much like Osa, with 10 more pounds or 15 more pounds. Very similar. Quick hands, quick feet, penetrate, beat a block to a spot. And so I just think that will be the interesting challenge, which better be interesting. Is with that, like Jay Toya is your only nose, and that's a 7th-round rookie. That's the only nose tackle you got. With those horses, what can you do, Matt Eberflus, to stop, slow down Saquon, tush push, all of the running that you're going to see from Philly?
Yeah, I don't think you stop the tush push, so to speak, because you just don't have the hogs in front. But I'm even looking at, I know Osa and I know that Kenny Clark will be in the middle. I don't think Philadelphia's going to actually try to run up the middle. I think Philadelphia's going to run on the edges. They're going to challenge those edges game in and game out, and
try to get the ball out to Trayvon Diggs.
100%. Hey, buddy, welcome back. Are you because even at when Trayvon was 100%, no injuries, he did not want to participate in tackling. He didn't.
Right.
That's where the whole thing came from when he was on Mike Leslie's head about, he don't want to tackle. So now that you're coming back from an injury and there's going to be excitement and you may be 100% cleared physically, but where are you at in that point mentally? Mm-hmm. I'm going to see. I'm going to see. Yep. I'm going to see if you're willing and ready and able, and I'm going to go 3 wide receivers so you can't get off the field. Yep. I know that he's supposed to be on a pitch count, Trayvon Diggs, but I'll go 11 personnel. I'll go 10 personnel with a tight end. You're not getting off the field, buddy.
Let's get you to that pitch count in the first half.
Yeah.
Because Christy Scales said somewhere around 30 snaps is the plan for Trayvon Diggs.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's get them 30 in.
Let's go. I'm spreading this thing wide, and I'm gonna figure out how much do they believe in their pitch count.
Yeah.
Because if they do, great. Then I'll get it out the way early. So in the second half, let's go ready. Now you ready have to go out there and defend Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
I want to see if you're ready for that one.
Ready. Got to be ready.
I don't know if you're ready for that.
Ready, got to be ready.
I don't know if you're ready for that.
Let's check in with Clarence Hill. He is in Philadelphia, unfortunately. Oh, is that no? That's a no-go?
Oh, yeah, no. Clarence logged off, apparently. He ain't here. Clarence and Ollie's mic dapped each other up.
Okay, outstanding.
It's always the beat writers.
Outstanding.
Hey. Always the beat writers.
We're the ones getting y'all the news.
It's always the beat writers.
Outstanding. No problem. That's all right. That's what we got the notebook for. Where do we want to go next? Guyton is going to start at left tackle. So Tyler Guyton is going to start. And again, I heard Christy Scales talking about this on the Cowboys flagship before I got here because I didn't know the answer to this one. For a guy who missed most of training camp in year one, when he played in year one, really struggled, missed camp and preseason again in year two, and you actually saw out of Nate Thomas like, oh, wait a second. I thought maybe we go in this game, and if it's Guyton starting, you have a sharp eye on it. You got a wonk eye on it. Mm-hmm. And if something ain't going right, you're like, oh, wait, Nate, you want to get in there? But she said she was told it's Guyton's game. Do you believe that holds up if it doesn't go well?
I hope not.
Me too.
I hope
and
that
I hope he plays great, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, similar to Mozzie, like you want it to hold up, but looks like it's too late. With Guyton, I mean, is it kind of that same road? Like, there's what did she say again? It was like it's his game or
his game.
His game.
Guyton's game.
I mean, does that point a message like, hey, like, all right, you're back, but I mean, we liked what we saw. We saw something that innate we might like. He's kind of breathing down your neck. Like, does it kind of translate to that?
Could it be a must-lie situation? Could it be this dude needs to hear that that's his spot?
I'll tell you this: if it's a must-lie situation and you actually pull him in the game, his confidence is shot.
That's a problem. Oh, absolutely.
His confidence is shot. His confidence is absolutely shot. And if you want to shoot a dude's confidence in game one, and that's the critical part of this, because you can shoot his confidence down in week one by leaving him out here and he continues to play bad.
Yeah.
Or pulling him and
You're
now
stuck.
looking around and saying
You're kind of stuck.
You're
Tough
stuck.
situation. Yeah.
You have to figure out a way to go out there and hope and pray, whatever God you believe in, that he fares well. Doesn't have to be you like for him to be extremely dominant, but at least to fare well, to gather information and say, you know what, son, you did all right.
Yeah,
we did all right. We can build off that. But if there was one person and on this entire Dallas Cowboys roster who needed training camp, and I mean needed training camp,
big time,
it was him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 3 days in, he was done. It's you keep a one guy, you keep a contact eye, you keep a bifocal eye.
Yeah.
On Tyler Guyton out there today.
Ali, are you familiar with the wonk eye?
No.
Okay, so once upon a time, Katy Perry referred to one of her eyes as a wonk eye. She said when she was performing, sometimes it would get stuck shut, and she'd have to push to get it to open. And so I like to keep a wonk eye on things. If there's something that's worth tracking, I like to keep the wonk eye on it. And how the Cowboys' offensive line plays is going to have a ton to do with if they're going to have a chance to win this football game. Because I do think one of the reasons for optimism going into this is you're hoping that Philadelphia is not the team that they just were. The team that they just were was obviously incredibly stacked, roster top to bottom, really, really strong. And coming into this one, I'm hoping, because I don't like them, that what they lost defensively is enough that you no longer, as we get going into the season, go, oh, wow, they have a better roster than everybody else. Josh Sweat was their leading pass rusher, leading sack guy last year, not there anymore. Milton Williams was their second or third leading sack guy, leading interior rush guy, is no longer there. Brandon Graham was a top 5 sack guy for them, retired. Lost 2 guys in the secondary. So if your offensive line, if you can get some decent play out of left tackle, if you can get some decent play out of right tackle, they don't have the same horses or the same number of horses as they had a year ago.
Yeah.
So give my quarterback a shot. Let it stop raining, or let us be able to grip that ball anyway, and let's go tear Adoree Jackson's little 5'10" self up.
That is how you do win this game, is like, you know, Philly, what they can do offensively. Well, you got to match that production they do. Because difference is they can run the ball. Cowboys can't. But I'm not sitting here banking on the Cowboys defense. I'm more banking on our offense to get the job done. And, hey, your offense, Philly's offense is this. Cool, we got to match it. Otherwise, you know, I can't really trust our defense really to slow them down, especially on the ground. So I really feel, as I said last week, best offense or best defense, better offense. And I think that's the key to winning this game tonight.
I do want to tell Swayze in the chat I hate you. All capital letters. We would have won this game with Micah, Jeff. I will say I was on NFL Pro and I showed Jesse the matchup stats of all offense and defense. I tweeted it out, and NFL Pro is a bunch of haters using data like this, but it was like Eagles, number 1 or 2 in everything. Cowboys, 31 or 32 in everything. And the first nugget it had was, without Micah Parsons last year, the Cowboys went 1-3 and allowed over 30 points per game. So, yes, it would help to have Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Super chats on my side, which can be complicated. On the DLLS Sports channel, that is a donate button for Big Brothers Big Sisters, which we want you to use because we love them. On my channel, I don't have that donate button, so thanks for giving things to me. Kerry Matthews, Freak Jesus. He super chatted. What I tell you this morning, Jeff, Poppy the Puppy called it at 4 a.m. before the release of the players out for tonight. The Dirty Birds are taking the opener, unfortunately. 14-3, record don't lie. This pup knows its stuff. I did fact check that earlier because he said that on a show I did earlier. Poppy the Puppy is 14-3 calling games and picked the Eagles. John's in the super chat. Top giving is hope. It's hope that kills us.
I don't think it's stop.
Stop
Let's
giving us.
hope that kills us.
Oh, well, there
Stop
ain't no
giving
reason
hope.
to go into the first game of the season not feeling good. Let's have some fun. Let's watch some Cowboys football and see if they can shock the world. It'll be amazing if they do. What's that? Thanks, Vance. He just hit $20 to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We appreciate you, Vance. We always do. And he said, to quote Arthur, children are the future.
Teach them well.
What?
And let them lead the way. Show them they are the beauty that they possess inside.
Give them the strength to what?
A pride.
I like whatever this is. Is this a song?
Yeah.
That's a nice song.
There you go.
Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys pregame show, if you don't think I can find more reasons for optimism when the Cowboys are about to smack these birds and win by 50, I got something for you. And it's next on the DLLS Cowboys pregame. First, an announcement from us here at DLLS. We do now have a supporters club on YouTube. If you join it, it is for the real ones. If you join it, and it says right there on the graphic, it is true sicko level stuff. So if you're an absolute psycho, you can sign up to get the official supporters club badge. And when you do that, you also get access to exclusive emojis. So you can spam the chat with bing bong during the Stars broadcast or pop pop during our show. So yes, that is a thing that now exists on there. If you're a true sicko, if you're a psycho, if you're a weirdo, if you're incredibly wealthy, any of these things, and you want to show that level of extra support, it is available to you right there on our YouTube page. And people like to have fun emojis. So there you go. There's a fun emoji for you if you're looking for that. Also want to shout out our friends at Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/DLLS is what you need to get the promo. If you're on there right now on Prize Picks, I started my picks with Dak Prescott more than 0.5 passing yards tonight. That's called a max discount. They have those sometimes. Dak Prescott, 0.5 passing yards. This weekend, you can get Lamar Jackson, 0.5 passing yards. The max discount pick gives you a little leg up to get you started. You know what I'm saying? I love the Prize Picks. I don't want to tell you all my picks for the evening, although I think John's going to make you see them in a little bit, because I don't want to tell you that I did take Saquon Barkley more than 0.5 touchdown. And you don't need to know that. But it's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 different player stat projections. If you get the picks right, you can cash in. It's the best way to get action on sports in more than 40-plus states, including the one that we broadcast from, the state of Texas. So download the app today. Use code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. It's the DLS Cowboys pregame show. Here are our pregame picks presented by Prize Picks. Myself, Ali, John, we get down on there. CD, more than 72.5 receiving yards. Easy money. Dak, more than 0.5 pass yards. Ali and I both snagged both of those. I'm going Saquon less than 96.5 rush yards.
Wow.
Ali's going Saquon less than 19.5 carries.
I was a little debating with myself on that one because of the rain, but then at the same time, Jalen Hurts, he does like to run the football too, so that might take away from that.
And they actually like so I don't try to keep up too much with that stupid team, but my buddy Wes is a big Eagles fan. He's like, yeah, because I was telling him, I was like, the smarts are saying to take less on Saquon for the season at 1,400 yards, or saying to take less, even though he just almost had 2,000. And I was like, that's what the Sharps are saying. And my Eagle fan friend, he's like, well, they'll probably give it to him a little less. They do like Shipley. They got a little change. But who cares? Why am I talking about that crap? I don't care about the team. I hope they lose by 50 tonight. Let me knock out Super Chats, and then we'll get to the rest of the pregame content that you need. And Clarence is calling in. We did that one. The Truth have absolutely no faith in these guys doing anything right. Only people I believe in is Dak, CD, and Pickens. That could be enough.
That could be. That could be. That is their key to winning.
PTB2, baby. Nesto's in the Super Chat. I'm here at the game. Weather got better. Dak for 250 and 2 tutties. Okay, LFG. Okay. Like that. All right, let's kick it over to Clarence Hill and see what we need to know live from Philadelphia. We just got a weather report from a Super Chat. Was it accurate? What's the weather like, Jill?
It's clearing up, which is I can say, I don't know if I'm right in the camera or not because the screen is messed up, but it's actually gotten better. And I think that's good news for Dak in the passing offense. I think one reason why Blue is inactive is because if it's raining and they're going to rely on the run, you'd rather with the two veterans than a rookie.
I wouldn't.
And I think that. Well, I'm just saying maybe they're thinking that way, that they're around the two veterans rather than the rookie, who's more of a niche back and speed back. You need somebody, some sloggers. If it's going to be raining, it's going to be bad because it was predicted to be raining throughout the game, and we'll see if that holds up. But hey, this place is fever pitch. These people are a rabbit. It's like going to the Roman Coliseum, but the lion is not here.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Playing with Michael.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Chill. When the Cowboys win this game, what will be the reason?
CD Pickens. CD Pickens, that goes off against their secondary, and somehow they stop the run. I think they get some turnovers. They're going to need some turnovers for sure. That's going to play a role in it.
And no other surprises when you saw like the actives and inactives, that Mozzie's down, that all that stuff made sense?
Greg Ellis told us they should have traded Mozzie, right? Why don't we listen to Greg Ellis? He told us they should have traded Mozzie.
They could. You don't think that they would have?
Why?
Because no one's going to give you anything for a guy who makes that much money that can't play NFL football, Clarence.
Okay, give us a 7th-round pick.
They're not going to do it, or they would have. I promise you they would have. They couldn't. I love you. Have a great night, Clarence. We'll see you in the postgame.
Thank you, guys.
All right, peace out. All right, I'm gonna
super shout out to my homegirl Shelby Shells.
Yeah,
He's in the chat. Hey friends.
And what is
up,
unique
Shells?
about Shelby that one needed to be?
That's my homie. That's just my homie.
Fair.
That's the real life homie. She supports.
I can see her picture. And I'm like, we're just shouting out the pretty one, huh?
No, that's my homie for real. Like, love Shells. And doesn't hurt to be pretty.
Yeah, that's fair.
Doesn't hurt.
That's fair. Because I mean, look, Chris there, he's pretty. G from Jersey, Michael, all them.
Not my type. Chris and the G is not my type. But Shells is the homie.
Fair. The next reason for optimism, I'm going to fire at you guys and you tell me if it's possible that this could work out. I already told you all the things that Philadelphia lost. If they're not as good as they were defensively, I am a little bit underwhelmed in terms of what the Cowboys did this offseason at running back. I think there were two things that they really needed to fix on this team, and it was who was carrying the ball since they were going to let their best one go, and it was what are you going to do about run defense? And even with Kenny Clark, I don't think you addressed run defense. You addressed getting a good defensive tackle, but I don't think you addressed stopping the run. So I worry about those things. But as a guy who does kind of live in the running backs don't matter room, and that's just a funny catch-all phrase. It's not actually that they don't matter. I want good running backs. The point of that whole thing is that when you do it right, when you have the right coaching, when you do it right schematically, it does not require the best running back on the planet to run the ball well in an NFL game. I mean, the 49ers went out and added Christian McCaffrey, but before that, name whoever you wanted. He averaged 5 yards a carry.
Jeff Wilson.
Didn't matter his name.
Jerick McKinnon.
5 yards a carry. Denver in the day, Olandis Gary, Mike Anderson. It doesn't matter because we scheme it up.
Yeah.
And Clayton Adams, when you look at what he's done the last 2 years in Arizona, and James Conner's career as a guy who was 3.7 yards per carry, 4.39, 4.1, and suddenly it's 5. 4.6, and he's having his first 1,000-yard years. You can scheme these things. So could we exist in a place where Javonte Williams can be, I hope he is, a better player than I expect or what he has shown the last couple of years? That would be great. But the fact that you're not just going to be running, oh, look, they ran outside zone again. Oh, look, they ran outside zone again. The fact that you vary what you do, you vary your personnel packages. The way that you run the ball is different every play. You're running counter, you're running power gap. Now I'm running zone. Like, you're doing all of these different things. Coaching and scheming, I don't know that Schotty's going to be Sean McVay, but I do believe your new offensive coordinator has already proven in his 2 years as an offensive line coach, I can help you schematically running the football. Reason for optimism. You buy it? Come on, Jesse.
I'll let Ollie go.
I laid it out pretty good, man.
No, I'm letting Ollie go
Okay,
first.
Ollie.
Buy it.
Huh?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm haters, ain't I? I'm trying to do
I see what you're saying. Coaching matters, absolutely. And coaching, the right coaching can get this run game going,
trying to
but
cook up a dub.
I don't know. This just feels like a game in a season where we're going to be seeing Dak throwing it too many times. And how much confidence do you really have in Javonte Williams? Like, do you think this RB competition is still going on in the season like it was last year?
Oh, I think it will be. I think the reason that it never did is because Jaden Blue couldn't stay healthy.
Right.
But, I mean,
So
Miles Sanders' revenge game?
See-
Huh?
Sure.
Come
But
on.
to your
Sure.
point, like adding on, like I get it, but until we can figure out who the guy is, that's when I'll feel a little more confident. Because like last season, we had a stretch with Rico. We had 300-yard games in a row, and okay, gave us a spark. Not that it was anything like mind blowing, but until you get to that, at least see something like that and consistent production, I'll feel a little more. And knowing who's the guy from this room that can step up, then I'll feel a little more confident about it.
Come on, man.
Sorry, partner.
Come on, man.
I just don't buy it, man. I just don't buy.
We got 4 minutes of broadcast. I'm just trying to say, we're trying to get this dub tonight.
No.
When they get this dub, y'all going to feel bad.
No,
You'll be like, Jeff, I should have
no.
been with you.
If they get the dub, it will not be on the back of the running
Clarence
game.
said why they will.
Like it won't.
I agree with
It
him.
won't be on the back of the running game. And I know that Clayton Adams has done some things when he was with the O-line coach in Arizona. But Shotty,
James Conner's my speed.
Yeah, but I think James Conner's better than any back we have too.
I would take James Conner on any
I
back.
think James
Yeah.
Conner would be our best running back as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
And this is the unknown when it comes to Brian Schottenheimer. Is he a scheme up kind of dude? This is the unknown. There's so many unknowns, and I go back because all we have to go off is training camp, practices, preseason games. There was never a day that we were there, we heard, we witnessed, they wrote about, they highlighted, where the running game dominated the day. There was never a day that we saw that. And we're talking about going up against our defensive line.
Maybe our defensive line is very strong and powerful.
Well, that's okay. Then they have to
I
show
would
us
hope they are
tonight.
tonight.
Think about
They have
that.
to
I would
show
hope
us
they are tonight.
They'll have to show us tonight. So if the Cowboys, if there is a path to victory, I don't know if it's in between the tackles. I don't know if it's outside the tackles. I don't know if it has anything to do with the running game. There is a way, though. There is a way to victory. It is. That's the way. They have to pat it 2 times, man, and let that thing go. Because if there's an area of this game where the Eagles lack at, it's in the secondary. I know they have Quinyon Mitchell and they have Cooper DeJean, but this goes back to scheming. This is how you have to be able to scheme up. Hey, you want to put Adoree Jackson out there? Cool. We're going to set it up to where Adoree Jackson has nowhere to hide. Okay, cool. You don't want Adoree Jackson? You want Keely Ringo? No problem.
He can't hide either.
You can't hide them. We're going to find the matchups and not just line up anybody. We're going to find the matchups that we want. It's not in the running game. It's going to have to be in the passing game.
I will jump on the Schottenheimer bandwagon tonight if the first play, we said yesterday, throw it deep to George Pickens, especially if it's a mismatch.
Jeff L. donated 50 to the Big Brothers Big Sisters. We appreciate that. And again, it's been an all-week thing for us. Instead of a super chat button on the DLLS Sports channel, we have a donate button for our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're raising money for them all week. And we love them, and we love being partners with them, and we love when you help us help them. It makes you guys sweet people. Thank you. Apparently, Brandon Aubrey's out there kicking during their ceremony. I do support that.
I support that.
That's
always.
awesome. I love that.
I
Kickers
also,
don't care.
They
Kickers will kick through anything.
do
It
not.
could be a funeral.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
I have to get ready for the game. This is the time I come
this
out.
is my time.
That's where I kick. And
Hope he kicks the
that's
banner.
what we're going to do.
Kick the ball into the banner.
I do love that it's now 2 for 2, that there has been lightning and rainstorms during the Eagles raising their banner, which goes to show you God does not like them.
No.
God wants the Cowboys to win. Jerry, if you would just get right with God, because he don't like all that pride. So if you would just chill out a little bit,
That's biblical. Pride comes before the fall.
God would give it to us. He wants to. He wants to. Jerry, you just got to stop capitalizing the H when you refer to yourself as he. And then we'll have a shot at this thing. Just got to chill out a little bit.
You want to be Jehovah. Come on, Jerry.
Yeah. I love you all, but it's Vach on his way. Vach does the post game, baby. Yeah, the post game will have Vach Lombardi on it as well. So make sure you join us for that as soon as the game goes final on the DLLS Sports channel and on my little tiny personal YouTube channel. We'll have that going for you. Sign up to be a diehard. The QR code's on the screen. $36 Football Club intro offer ends this week. Get it done. Enjoy your Cowboys football. We will see you for the post game. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. Screw Philly. Cowboys by 50. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingency.
We all silly like the mayor.